please. Coach, what'd you see from your group tonight?
I thought it was a harder game for us. I thought we were a little bit slow at times. It wasn't the prettiest of game, but sometimes it's about whatever it takes, and we found a way to get 2 points. So that's how I would sum it up.
Joel Hanley, I think that was the first game-winning goal of his career. That's something kids grow up. You could tell what it meant to him. Just what goes through your head when you see a guy like that step up and contribute in a way that he might not be expected to?
Well, I didn't know that was his first game winner. At the time, it was a little bit of a exhale for me that we found a way to score that goal. He does a lot for us, and to see him have success. Hey, he doesn't score a lot of goals, but that one was a really important one for us, obviously. And I like when players just whatever it takes, they're willing to do whatever the team needs in certain times. And right now, we're asking him to play with Mackenzie against some good lines, but also in situations like you saw him in that 4-on-4 night. And I thought he did really well.
Can you sense a little bit different of an energy when a Rooney or a Hanley, unsung heroes, contribute? Can you sense a different vibe on the bench after they score?
When your fourth line scores a goal, they do get excited for sure. I think Hanley's goal was more about the moment. Like that's a big time of the game for him to score. But whenever a fourth line or someone that typically doesn't score, there is a little bit more excitement for sure.
With the fourth line, were you pretty happy with their performance in general tonight?
I thought this was their best game as a whole in a long time. So hopefully that's something we'll keep seeing.
Hanley's season has been quite an incredible set of highs and lows. Can you just talk about the perseverance he's shown?
Yeah, I guess because you're probably alluding to the beginning of the year where he was never playing. And I always talk about Stoney, like he went through those situations, but I think that's what makes someone like Hanley a really important piece to your team. There are going to be times when he may not be in for stretches of games, but he always comes to the rink in the right mindset to make sure his practice is as good as the game. He would treat it that way, and because of that, he always kept himself ready. So I have so much time for people like that. Because it's not an easy thing to do. You think about every day you come to the rink, you see your name on not in the board, and you know you're going to get bag skated again. But what he did was put himself in a position that when called upon, when he had his opportunity, I feel like he's grabbed hold of it. And he's now such an important piece to our back end that he's kind of earned everything that he's getting right now. So we're really happy for him.
When it gets a little sloppy like that, especially in the second period, you're giving up some chances, but your goaltender's able to come through. What does that do for your bench?
I don't know if that changes all that much right now because we're kind of used to the way our guys, for the most part, have played. So, hey, if there's a mistake that's made, most likely he's going to make that save for you, and I think he just gives our group confidence.
Well, there's a feel-good element to the Hanley goal and the Rooney goal. You're going to need goals from everyone because this hasn't come easy for this team all season.
No, and we do rely on our top guys a lot to generate, and if they have an off night, Cad scored tonight, but they're not going to do it every night. So those are situations where you do need people to step up, and we feel like we do have a team that is capable of doing that. I know Cads and Hubie played like 22, 23 minutes tonight, and that's too much. They won't say that, but I say that. But you do need other players to contribute at different times because some nights, like when we go on the road, the Calgary line's going to get a heavier matchup. So we're going to need other people to pick up the slack. And when you get that like we got tonight, it's a real big boost for a team.
It's safe to say that this team's going to have to step up a whole lot from tonight's performance.
Yep.
Starting next game.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever it takes. We found a way to get a win tonight, really, at the end of the day, but the pace that we played at, it has to go way up from what we saw tonight. So does the physical attachment to a game.
What do you think of Zari tonight?
I thought he was much like our group. He looked like he came off a 2-week break, even though his was significantly longer. Yeah.